Yes, or my version of it. Mine was an LLB, Latin Legum Baccalaureus. So basically became a lawyer. The principle, obviously, is go to school, get a good education, go get a good job, right? And the MBA, the Masters of Business Administration, is just another version of that, where essentially we're told if you get an education, you're going to end up with a better paid job, because they're comparing educated people who have an education, the job that they get and the income that they get therefore is better than somebody who's living on the poverty line. So that's the comparison. Whereas in the real world, I started to realize that LLB is low-level broke. That just because I was a lawyer didn't mean that I was going to have a fabulous lifestyle. It was a struggle. And so when I got that there's a real world education outside of the there's a financial institution in the real world, which is not what I was went through university, that prepared me for my legal career. That's when I really understood that MBA is actually $1 million bank account. That what I needed to do was to learn in the real world how to make money, how to get ahead. And so that was the key. And the difference was that I was schooled in this one particular area, but it wasn't the vehicle that was going to get me to where I want to go. And so I needed to be okay. And this is the distinction, this is the key change for me, that I was recommended that I don't stay with that simply because I was trained in it. Simply because I was trained in it meant that I was going to be stuck and left behind, and I needed to go into a new vehicle that would actually get me to where I wanted to go. And it did. And that was just the most amazing thing. Yes, I worked hard, but I was going to work hard in anything. But this new vehicle got to me to where I wanted to go, which was an MBA, actually an MMBA, a multi-million-dollar bank account. It's not that you keep your money in the bank because you're not going to be making much money in the bank, but you might have it in there for a day as you transition it into an investment. But you get the point. The point is that education, we were sold a story that the better the education, the more money you make. But they're only comparing it to the poverty line. They weren't comparing it to people who actually work out in business and real estate how to have an MBA in life and money. So there you go.